There's only a couple more days of Q3 left, and that means Tesla's Q3 is coming to an end, and they're going to be reporting their deliveries literally in about a week from now. More specifically on a Sunday, which is less than a week from now, like 5 days or 4 days from the recording. I think 3 days from the recording of this video. Nonetheless though, this is a very interesting quarter because Elon said it himself that this quarter is going to be a terrible quarter because they're doing a lot of factory updates, upgrades in all their factories all across the world, in Shanghai, Berlin, Texas, Fremont, all of them, which results in no producing of vehicles. And obviously if you can't produce the vehicles, you can't deliver them. But this is actually a good long-term bullish news because we're going to get a higher capacity in each flipping factory. Not to mention that they took this opportunity to do these upgrades specifically for the Cybertruck. So that's going to be very interesting to see when the announcement comes. It should be any day now. It's been some time that they keep saying that Cybertruck deliveries are near, the announcements are going to be near, the pricing, all that kind of stuff. That's going to be a very bullish manner for the stock. And I'm extremely excited, just like you guys are with the Cybertruck news. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen with that. But in today's video, we're going to do a little bit of a recap what Tesla's production and deliveries will be. I've already made a separate video talking about this, but we're going to ignore that video right now because this is going to be more of an updated video towards that. And I found some interesting outcomes that could potentially be the case. Literally we'll know in 4 or 5 days from now, which is very interesting and it's actually really bullish. So let's dive into it right now, right before you smash that like button. All right, let's go. So what to expect in the next 3 or 4 days when they come out with the delivery and production numbers? That's exactly what we're going to find out right now. And I did it in a very special way because we got a very special announcement literally just like 2 or 3 weeks ago saying that Tesla produced their 5 millionth vehicle. And this helped a lot when it comes to know how much production they're doing in all factories. Well, pretty much just that, how much production they're doing. Deliveries, we just have to guess what deliveries are going to be, but production is the main thing here. If we can figure out what the production numbers are, we can figure out what the deliveries are later, even though if we may be off by like 0.5% or 1%, as we usually are. So with that, I made this chart over here, very straight and simple. I'm going to go over with you guys right here. So in Q1 of 2023, they produced over 440,000 vehicles. That's about almost 4,900 vehicles being produced daily. But from March 2nd to 31st, now March 2nd is also a very special day because they produced their 4 millionth vehicle on March 2nd, which from March 2nd to 31st, March 31st is the end of Q1, is about almost 140,000 vehicles produced. Again, this is all production numbers here. And what I'm trying to do here is see how many vehicles they've produced after 4 million so we can subtract it from the 5 million so we can see what the numbers are up until September 15th is when they announced their 5 millionth vehicle. Haha, see, it's a little clever thing what I did here, but I think it's awesome. It's awesome. We can get more of an accurate number here. So in Q2, they produced almost 480,000 vehicles, almost 5,300 vehicles produced daily. So if we add March 2nd to 31st and all of Q2, that's about 626, more than that, 1,000 vehicles produced. If we add that onto the 4 million number, that's over 4.6, as you guys see here, 4.6 million vehicles produced so far up until June 31st. Now on September 15th, now they didn't specify what date specifically, but they said this week, which was the week of September 15th, Tesla produced their 5 millionth vehicle. Now I'm going to say September 15th, and maybe it could have been 11th or 12th or 13th, but I'm going to say 15th just to stay conservative. And if we subtract this 4.6 million number to 5 million, we get 373,000, a little more over that in terms of production. That's about almost a little over 4,800 vehicles being produced daily. If we multiply that by 92 days, because there was 92 days in this quarter, we get over 446,000 vehicles produced. Give that a 95% delivery rate. That comes down to just shy of 424,000 vehicles. Now, this is what I got before, but wait, it gets spicier. We did not add the fact that we did in Q2 have a gap of inventory. Remember, in Q2, they produced almost 480,000. They delivered 466,140 vehicles. If we want to go ahead and subtract the deliveries from the production, we get over 13,500 vehicles in inventory. So if we add that on top of this 424,000 vehicles here, we get 437,363 vehicles Exactly what Elon Musk said when he said in Q2 earnings call that Q3 is gonna be slightly less in terms of deliveries than in Q2. Could this be the number? I have no idea. I'm gonna stick with 425,000 vehicle deliveries. I'm keeping my expectation low, as I always do, because I don't want to be disappointed if it does go lower than that. I want to be surprised and say, oh my God, they did it again. How could they do it again? You know what I mean? Like how these Tesla bears do it. I'm not a Tesla bear, guys. I'm a Tesla bull. But I like to keep my expectation low so I don't get that surprise factor that, oh, whoa, they did worse than I thought. You know what I mean? I had an expectation of 480,000 vehicle delivery. No, I'm not like that. I like to keep it low. So when they actually do it, if they actually do 430,000, 437,000, 440,000, whatever the number is, I'll be like, oh, nice. Moving on to the next quarter. Now, here's the bullish part of this. Yes, the deliveries is less than Q2's, but take a look at the delivery rate if this number becomes true. If they delivered over 437,000 vehicles and they produced 446,000 vehicles, that is a 98% delivery rate. Now, yes, they didn't produce as much because all the factories were up and upgrade. But nonetheless, this shows Wall Street, this shows institutions and analysts that even in a quarter that they're doing upgrades in all their factories where nothing is being produced or very little is being produced, they still manage to deliver over 420,000 vehicles, and they practically have no inventory left. Only a little bit left. What is that? If they do, that's less than 10,000, 9,000 inventory left. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. This tells me that Q4 is going to be a monstrous, absolutely crazy, insane quarter. I'm guessing 500,000 vehicle deliveries. It's going to be an insane quarter, and I am looking forward to it like no tomorrow. Now, usually I would do a stock price prediction right after this. If you guys want to see what the stock price could be with these numbers, well, obviously without the 437,000, you guys can check out this video right here. This number doesn't really make much of a difference in the short term. Yes, it may increase the PE for a little bit because it's surprising if they do this number, but it's not worth doing it right now. Might as well wait and see what the actual numbers are. Then we can see what the stock price prediction is. But if you guys want to see what the stock price really wants to be, I have it made here on Patreon too. You guys can check it out, play around with it, do whatever you guys want. The whole thing, the whole Excel sheets that I do, the Tesla master sheets, they're all there for access. And also if you guys want to support me, that's awesome too. But you guys can check out there too and put these numbers in and see what you get. But we're going to do it anyways when Q3 delivery numbers and production numbers come out and see what the stock price would be. Most likely it's going to come out on a Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, as they usually do. So Monday you'll see what's going to happen. Now, what am I doing, guys? What am I doing? Well, I got $10,000 aside to deploy in Tesla stock in October. Specifically in October. If you guys aren't following me on X or Twitter, I don't know what you guys are doing, but my plan, how I'm going to do with Tesla stock and, you know, when I'm going to deploy it, how I'm going to sell, all that kind of stuff, you guys can go onto X or Twitter. Link is in the description, by the way. But everything's there. Everything's there. I tweet like no tomorrow. I tweet pretty much 99%, 98% of my entire tweets or now X or posts are about Tesla. So if you guys love these Tesla contents, you guys will love it there on X. It's absolutely fun. I love you all. If you guys are watching it from X, I love you all, man. But that's what I'm doing. I have $10,000 onto the side, hopefully waiting for a bad Q3 delivery number so it can dip a bit so I can buy more. It's simple as that. And I think this will be the last 10,000 I put into Tesla stock because that's going to be well over 700 shares and I need to save up for like a property or something like that. But that's what I think is going to happen in Q3 deliveries. I'm saying 425,000 deliveries. Here we just did the quick math. Could be 437,000 vehicle deliveries. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen. What I'm interested in and what I'm curious to know, what do you guys think Q3 deliveries are going to be? Comment down below. It's in a couple days time. So let's see what's going to happen. Now guys, if you're a Tesla investor, there's two things that you guys need to keep in mind once Q3 earnings report is out. Vehicles is one thing, all right? But these other two things are much bigger. As a Tesla investor, they're more important than vehicles, in my opinion. Check out the video here to see what those two things are. Guys, support the channel by I bought the dip merch. I'm wearing one right now. Show some love, man. Show some love and subscribe. And I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.